Good day. Welcome to Yoga with Bliss. Today I want to talk about leveling out your pelvis. That will help your spine. It will help your hamstrings to lengthen without any stretching at all. Of course, we'll stretch them anyway. So we'll have symmetry, level pelvis. And just because last week I missed some of my stretches because I had stitches in my leg this week, we'll do some lizards, and you will customize it just right for you. You know that we start. Uh-oh. You know you're going to just stay right with me while I turn on my Bluetooth, which I forgot to do. Today had a technical difficulty beforehand, and it'll be on in 1 second. See, this is just role modeling. You never know what life is going to bring you, and now it's about to bring us music. Thank you to those who are on YouTube being patient with me, and those who, aren't you going to do it? There it is. Who are in class on this Saturday morning Eastern time. So if you ever want to join us, just text me the phone number down below. Take a moment to center yourself, as shall I. I need no glasses. Breathe. I need no stress. How about roll your shoulders up, back, and down? And feel that opening in your chest. Now, I said I was going to talk about our pelvic girdle and leveling it out. I'll turn sideways. For many people, the back arches a little more than is ideal from habit. Okay, seriously, as a teenage girl, did you learn to stick your butt out so you'd be cuter? I'm sorry, it was the 70s. That's level pelvis. So you tuck your pelvic girdle, engage your abs. Can you feel how your buns engaged when you did your pelvic tilt and your abs engaged when you did your pelvic tilt? Let's keep that as we take a wide mountain. Take a reach out. And I still have my fabulous sternum lift. That's what engaged my abs. I still have my pelvic tilt that engaged my buns. Come on up. How high? Listen to your body. I chose a slow warm up, 4 more, so that we could really tune in to what you need. Out front, just 4 times, 4. Now I just went a little wider, but I want to stand tall, not lean forward yet. I want to keep those glutes engaged, breathing. Out front, right here. Wasn't that a nice twist in the back? Stay tall, but reach down. Feel how that gives a little stretch through the trapezius, a little rotation in your spine. Toes out, knees out. Very nice. Now let's walk it down. There you go. Well, Kathy, I was just talking to you. As you do these moves, toes out, heels in. Let's come up, stand tall. Stretch the neck, the shoulder. Out front, stretch the back. You got it. Come on up. And the shoulders. Stretch. Do you still have that sternum lift? Let's do some shoulder rolls just to release any tension that might have built. Here we are. Here, trace a smile. And think about body tall, sternum lifted. There you go. How about trace a rainbow? Oh, yes. Can't you feel it? Stay up tall as you put the weight on each side over the top. Your glutes fire. When your arms come up, your abs fire. There you go. Now I'm just going to go with a little reach. Yes, I'll show side view. I've bent out forward, here and there. Again, I chose music slow enough so that you could really think. Do you want to lift high, behind you, in front of you? What about your legs? Do you dip and lift? This is much like the American crawl in swimming. It works everything right there. Let's come up with a little shoulder roll. And then I'm just going to stand tall in my mountain pelvic tilt, sternum lift, abs and buns engaged. Heel, touch, feel your shoulder blade squeeze behind you, behind you. How's your neck? That's me relaxing mine. We'll do 4 more. And you're breathing. How about forward, right here and there. Very nice. Now, think of your hip joints. As you do this squeeze, you're just lubricating all the synovial fluid in your hip joints. Inner thigh, such a nice squeeze, squeeze. There you go, let's walk it up. Now choose it. Do you like your hands out front? But go ahead, take them up as high as is good for you. I have my arms very rounded so that I have room here so it's comfortable on my neck when I reach way up as high as I can. Let's go out and out. You choose how high. By the way, you choose how low your bend is. This is one of those moves that you can really focus on pampering or using anything you want. How about shoulder roll up? Curl it up right there. How's your neck? Your core? Sternum lift? Let's stand tall, give a little turn, and round. Come up. When you come up, pelvic tilt. Feel the abs engage. Choose how low you go. What's right for you? Pelvic tilt. Here and there. Right here. By the way, ignore the beat of the music and go your body pace if that's what you want. Come on, tall. And I've just faced the other way. Pelvic tilt. Sternum lift. Here and there. Choose how low you go. There you are. Breathing round. Lift up your arms. Open back. There you go. Well, I think we are so close to having shoulder rolls stretched or used everything a little bit. What this does is it has prepared the body for our practice. So when we go to stretch something, it's warm, like silly putty, ready to stretch out. Breathing. Let's have goddess legs. Pelvic tilt. Sternum lift. Here we are. Find your arms. Just a moment. Double check. Not leaning, but up tall. Not out here, but out here. Unless you can't, and then you intend to go near the center line as you can. Here's a little dip, and a dip, and a dip, and there's a star. Here's a dip. Push those elbows back, open that chest. And a dip, dip, dip. And there's your star. Here's a dip, dip. That's just me relaxing my neck. How's yours? Dip, dip. Now, weeping willow, right here. Don't go with the music. You might go, real slow and give a good squeeze at the end. Or you might go faster because you like the momentum. Yogi's choice. Breathing. Okay, so I can see everybody's spine and you need compliments. Your spine is so nice and up tall as far as I can see. This rotation or revolution, oh, just loosens up all the muscles in your core. Take a moment. We still have goddess legs. What I want to do is reach one arm down. Do you need to hold on or let it dangle? One arm up and give a good reach. Come back. And a good reach. Come back. So on this one again, go yogi's pace. And now that you've felt what's right for your body, let's put a little pulse. We'll do 3, 2, 1. Come on back now. Little lateral side. Do you still have your core engaged with your 2, 3? Come back right here and we'll do here. And come on back, one last each side. Yes. And there we go. Last time. Oh yeah. Let's pull it together. Feel your mountain. Do you like your feet right together? A little apart, a little more? Did you find your right mountain? Is that the right place for your chair? Sit her down, reach it out. Pulse here. 3, 2. Come on up to your salute. 3. Do you take wider arms or closer arms than I do? Here's 3, 2. One last time here. Hang it there. Stretch, stretch. Now, wherever your salute is, really find as close as is comfortable. I'm going to show you something. Mine were out here. Let's take a salute and try to pull them in line. I know my thawing shoulder doesn't pull back in line. That's okay. Body acceptance. Intend in line and melt yourself down. Find your mountain. Shoulders up, back and down. Pelvic tilt, sternum lift. Relaxed legs. Breathe and be. So we warmed it up. We actually got our cardiovascular system moving a little. Center. Those of you who've known me for decades know I really am a cockeyed optimist. So I have a funny little deviated septum. Do you have a tall sternum and you're really doing your balance while I tell my little story? And there was a time when I actually felt bad about that my breathing was noisy sometimes. Now, isn't that an asset that my audible inhale reminds you to breathe? Let's think about the exhale. Do you want to close your lips? It's almost like a little growl. Ooh, on the next one, roll your shoulders down your back. Feel your chest open. Isn't that the most fabulous mountain you ever did? Breathe and be. Level pelvis. Pelvic tilt, sternum lift. Very nice. So I said I wanted to pay attention to the core. I'm going to turn sideways for my down dog and plank. A little sun salutation at A. And then when you turn sideways, you might see me by the side, or you might like facing me and see me straight front. You can change it all the time. We start with your feet where you want them when you do a forward fold. Everyone is different. Exhale down. Do you stop right here? Do you stop here on your blocks? Enjoy your forward fold. Relax, hang down while I get my blocks that I forgot. Yes, my autofocus goes crazy when I walk back and forth. And sometimes otherwise too. But you are fabulous that you put up with it. I oftentimes say, it's like homemade cookies. Good stuff inside, a little rough around the edges. Your forward fold, you might be right here. what's right for you. A tall block, a short block. We're coming to our flat back next. So your hands graze your shin. Is your flat back halfway up? That's what most of the time I used to say. Come on down, relax to your best forward fold. But for some people whose best forward fold is higher, when they lift to flat back, they might be in a different position. Whatever gives you your flat back. You can be lower or higher, but it's flat. Come on down for our third time. Are you breathing? Come on up for your flat back at your level. Now in your mind's eye, decide where are you going to do your down dog? On the mat, on a block, on a chair? Today I'm going to play with the chair. I will tell you why. I'm experimenting as my shoulder thaws. I'm going to give it a little less work in certain positions. So, are you on the mat? Are you on a chair? Are you on the kitchen counter? Your down dog your way. Breathing. I'm going to take this down dog and turn it into a three-legged dog. So one foot is in the middle, the other foot lifts. Can you feel your gluteal muscle of this lifting leg is working so lovely, so well? Lift. Feel that glute work. Let's head down to your down dog in whatever way feels right for you. Sink your chest. Eye of the elbow forward. Knuckle of pointer finger presses into your chair seat or block or mat. Put the other leg in the center. Find your position of your foot that is nice for your ankle, your knee. Let's fire those gluteal muscles in the three-legged dog. But once we were up here, we held it a moment and lifted to your highest, best. Lift, lift. Appreciate your glutes and come on down. From the down dog, we're heading to your plank, your way. I'm going to try a plank on a higher surface. You might do your knees down to do a half plank. Each person, their plank, their way. Here's what the plank is. It's a board, isn't it? So from your heels to the base of your skull, feel that straight board as near you can. Whenever you're ready, head back to your down dog, your way. And you noticed I changed my mind. I started on one surface, then went to another. I would like you to please be entitled to choose and then change your mind. How are you heading to a forward fold? Do you want to lift your leg and fling it forward? Do you want to bend your knees and crab crawl forward? See what your body wants and feel and enjoy your forward fold. Oh. Yes, this first sun salutation, we're really taking our time. I want to show you how my feet are apart because that leaves room for my round belly. Put your feet together if you like. Put them farther apart. Find your lovely forward fold. And now we're going to hug the elbows and press with your feet and rock side to side. If you have any arthritis in the back or shoulders or hips or knees or ankles, go slowly, relax the neck. The head hangs limp like an apple, just hanging on an apple tray. Notice, take a moment, notice one hand is underneath. Put the other hand underneath for symmetry. Remember last week we focused on symmetry? Every week is a good week to focus on symmetry. So we have relaxed in this forward fold. Stretching the entire back of the body. And let's take a moment and prepare for our flat back. Wherever your rolled over forward fold is, enjoy. Stay down there and just flatten the back. Round down. Relax. Be with it. Come flat back. There you go. Flat back. And come on down. And one last time. Here we are. Flat back. And when you hang down, as you hang here, breathing and being, in your mind's eye, choose. Should you come up with a flat back or round up one vertebrae at a time? I'm going to demonstrate one of each. First, rounding up, pelvic tilt, tuck your butt under, and roll up, roll up. For years, I couldn't do this, and I just kept intending shoulder roll up, back and down, and find your mountain. Relax down again for your forward fold. Put your feet wherever is right for you for a forward fold, and round down. Now we're going to come up with the flat back, just to feel it. For the flat back, you sit your butt down a little. Did you see? Here was a rounded back. When I sat down, my back got flatter. I reiterate my flat back and arise with a flat back, protecting the L4, L5. Come up to your salute. Beautiful. Come on down, and I need some shoulder rolls. How about you? Breathing and being. Stand still mountain. Focus the breath. Weight on the full surface of your foot, inside, outside. Pelvic tilt. This little wiggling around I do, proprioception. I can perceive my back, my abs, my sternum lift, my low shoulders with little movements. I encourage proprioceptive movement for you too. Oh, look, my arms were right here. Look how they're forward. No, right there, in line with the side center of my body. You guys look fabulous. Breath. How about that Ujjayi breath? You want to close your lips? You don't have to. All right, let's do a series of planks. A series? Oh my God. No, it'll be good. First off, you want to be right up here on your kitchen counter and do a plank with your nice flat back. Do you want to plank here? Choose your plank surface. Make it good for you. I'm going to try to not have my chair fall out from underneath me. And find your plank your way. Breathe and be with it. Beautiful. Now, are your hands under your shoulders? It's okay if your wrists like them a tiny bit in front. And find, sink, my butt was up in the air. Sink it as best you can. There's your plank. And I'm going to bring my feet in and come out of it. And just have a little standing cat-cow. No, I'm not going to hold the plank forever and ever. Uh-oh, let me feel the plank down low. And after the plank down low, you knelt and did your cat-cow. Sorry about that. There we are. So everybody's in a cat-cow, standing or kneeling, whatever matches your customized plank. Let's do one more full plank your way. Get right up to that kitchen counter, the seat of the couch, the mat. Where's your plank? Your way. Are you breathing? Let's go to your cat-cow. Is it a standing cat-cow? Or is it a tabletop cat-cow? Eye of the elbow forward in your cat-cow wherever you are. Breathing. Well, let's everybody try a half plank, unless you already know you want one more full plank. The half plank starts looking like a table. You will take your knees back, anchor the tops of your feet, and then lower your tush till you have a beautiful line from the back of your knees to the base of your skull. Enjoy your half plank. Or are you doing a full plank? Your body, your way. Push back up to a table for a little cat cow. Now, what we're doing in this series, all of the planks work your core tremendously, your rectus abdominis. But let's work some of the muscles on the side of your core. Let's think about a side plank. I'd like, if you already know you can do the full expression of the side plank, head right into it. I'm going to show a customized side plank. We start at a table, pour all the weight onto one leg, and let the other foot go behind you on its side. I want you to look at the foot of my weight-bearing knee. I put it behind me. And what that did is it gave me a little balance route. So I'm on my knee. Did you need a little pad under that? Knee, foot, and then this shoulder comes up. Do you like to just leave it down here if you have a shoulder injury? Or do you want to try, intend as near vertical as you can? Oh, did you want to do a little something more? Put your mind on that foot down there and think about lifting it a half an inch off the ground. Did you catch your balance? Will your body let you lift it a little more? If you fall over, you don't have far to go, just roll with it. Welcome to the human race. Your side plank, your way. Each person breathing and have customized it. Love your body for whatever it gives you. Say thank you. I saw my reflection and my hand was down here. See, will it come straight up? Then lower your foot with care. Lower your shoulder and find your table again. By the way, that weight-bearing arm, it's fatigued perhaps? Little cat cow. That's okay because that arm gets to rest. When I do the other side, I will be showing you the back side of the asana, of the customized side plank. Again, if you have a full plank within your practice, please enjoy. So here we are. I've taken the other foot out, the foot that did not yet go behind me, and I've put that back leg. There we are. The back leg is right there as my balance route. So I'm on this foot, and me, and I can turn. I've stacked my arm, my shoulder, my other shoulder, breathing, and let your body reach where it will. If it's down here, you're missing some. Oh, give yourself right here in line. If you need to be forward, as I do with my thawing shoulder, but then intend as nearly straight up. What's happening with your neck? Don't let it drop. Don't give it a kink. Keep it as near neutral. Are you breathing while I'm talking? Oh, your best expression. Breathe into it and be that beautiful side plank. Now think about the foot down there. Do you want to lift it a little? Do you want to lift it a lot? On a side that has less strength, you will have less balance. So just breathe into it. Accept what your body gives you and intend a little more. Very nice. Beautiful. When you're ready, set your foot down with care. Pull your shoulder in with care and find your way to your cat cow. Wasn't that a lovely plank series? The full plank, the half plank, the side plank. Beautiful. Now I'm going to use my table to lead me into a down dog. So you can do that any way you want. Here's what I do. By the way, there were years my toes didn't curl at all. Now they do curl, thanks to intending that they might. And I push up into my down dog. Feel it, be with it, enjoy it. From the down dog, I'm going to do a three-legged dog to feel my glutes give a big, beautiful contraction. So the one leg's in the middle, the other leg lifts. From here, I'm going to take this back leg, let it come forward, and I'm going to land into a pyramid. So all I do is set my feet down on my railroad tracks, let my legs come nearly straight but unlocked. And did you need your blocks for your pyramid? Everybody's different. Did you want your pyramid to be with a chair for support? Your pyramid, your way. Here's the characteristics of the pyramid. Imagine two railroad tracks. Your feet are lined up on the railroad tracks. You have a delicious stretch of the back calf and of the front hamstring and many other things. When you're ready, we're heading back to your down dog. Do you want to move it up to a less pressure on your wrist surface? So here we go. Sink into your lovely down dog. Be with it. Find your three-legged dog. You're going to lift the other leg up this time. Feel that gluteal muscle, the beautiful buns contract to lift. To lift. I'm not saying no, I'm relaxing my head while my buns tighten. I meant my neck. And now we're heading to the pyramid. So, do you want to just wiggle around any way you can? Find your two railroad tracks. Find your legs straight but not locked. Use your seat of your chair or your blocks. Now, my back does look flat now because it happens to be. But if I go lower, it's rounded. Please do what your body wants, rounded to whatever's your lowest comfortable position. Is the full pyramid. But if you like to be up higher with a flat back for any reason, you're welcome to. This back foot, if you turn it a little, you missed the calf stretch. Put that back foot right on the railroad track. Feel that lovely calf. Oh, yeah, baby. Breathing. Very nice. From here, I'm just going to walk myself into a forward fold. Breathe, release, relax, exhale. Coming on up into your lovely mountain. From our mountain, we're going to work the glutes. That's been my theme here. Working the glutes, working the abs, and just switch it back and forth. From our mountain, boy, I'm wishing I had a ponytail today. I think we warmed up very well and I got hot. What about your personalized Warrior 3? Do you want to fly your Warrior 3 loose in the middle of the room? Do you want to hold on to a wall? Do you want to have a chair in front of you that you might use? I'll lead you through it, showing all the options, but I have to go sideways to have all three available. Here we are, breathing in your mountain and being. Step forward with one foot. Find your weight on the full surface of that foot and stand. Let that foot take your weight. The back foot comes back with a little balance root. See that toe down on the ground? So I'll oftentimes just take my upper body and lift out. And now you choose. Do you want to lower your upper body or lift your lower body? Or with assistance, do you want to do both? Your body, your way, but put the focus on the glutes of that lifting leg. Breathing. your warrior three the way that you want. Think of your back toe pointed to the ground. Mine was turned out and I was missing some certain glute contraction. Other muscles were helping. When your toe points down, the glutes are there. Melt yourself together. Find your mountain again. Breathe and be. I'm going to do the other side. This time I'm going to show just holding on to a wall. So here we are. Did you remember what foot stepped forward last time? The other foot's going to step forward this time. Mountain. Step forward, feel the weight on that whole foot. I spread my toes. I know they don't really spread, but in my mind's eye they do. And I have the weight, that whole foot. Here is my little beautiful balance root. I'm holding on just ever so lightly. The less I touch, the more I balance. I can grab anything I want. I have support. Now choose. Do you want your arms up? Do you want them out? Do you want them tucked in? Do you want to lower your upper body? Breathing. Your body, your way. Flex that back foot. I went down a little more so I could lift, get a little more focus on my glutes. Flex the back foot, the back toe pointing to the ground. Breathe while we're here. Strength, balance, flexibility, all in this asana. And the gluteal muscles firing fabulously on both legs. Take your time, melt yourself down into your mountain. How about a little shoulder roll? Very nice. We're going to gradually lower ourselves to the ground. And you can get down any way you want. Some people will literally put their forearms here and lower themselves. I'm going to get down with a table, or a down dog and a table, and a V-sit. Do what you want. Your body, your way. What's funny is, in real life, when I need to sit on the ground in the garden, on the rug in my living room, this is actually the way that I get down. Into a dog, and a table, and a V-sit. And there you are. Breathing and being. When you're in your V-sit, we will feel the stretch in the hips as they open. After you're here a moment, yes, very good idea. Many people will benefit from going right up against the wall. Listen to your body, do what's right for you. Remember, as you sit here and we do different moves, you're not pulling yourself with tension in your latissimus dorsi and core muscles. You're sitting using the wall for support, releasing. Very nice. But I cannot resist a little spine rotation. So what if you have your version of a butterfly? Many people's legs come way out. Some people's butterflies don't close. Your butterfly your way. Did you make it feel okay? Are you up against the wall if you want? Alrighty. Now, many options. Do you push off the floor with this back hand? We're going to twist and reach across. Does your body allow you to reach your leg? Many people can't. Don't worry about it. So you reach across, or you hold on and pull across. Beautiful. So you're not twisting yourself by contracting in your ribs and back latissimus dorsi. Instead, you're pushing and pulling with your hands to give your tall, upright spine a lovely little rotation. Come out of it slowly. I didn't know about this come out of it slowly thing until I got to be in my 60s. And I realized for many people, moving quickly after a big stretch can hurt something. Here's the backhand. Do you want to push off? Here's the front hand. Do you reach and just give your push and pull? Do you grasp and get a push and pull? This is my thawing shoulder. It's getting a very intense stretch, so I'm being real careful. Any place that's intense for you, be real careful. Breathing. When you come out slowly and come on back. My butterfly's just going to turn into a boat. I did say we were going to stabilize the core. That's what gets your level pelvis. And the level pelvis helps your hamstrings not to have to work too hard and get tight in daily life. So here we are. I just moved away from the wall because I need to be able to lean back. So I start first like a teenager slumped over their school desk. I keep that rounded, my neck all relaxed. Plant the anchors of your boat. Now, our boat is going to pulse. You go back till you feel your abs engage. Come up about 1/4 of an inch. Back just a little, up just a little. Now, it's interesting. The slower you go, the more you work your muscles. If you go like this, momentum is helping you. Take it slowly back and come on up. What about with your breath? Exhale on the exertion. All right, now, what if one shoulder went back and one shoulder went front? So this is the boat. We're twisting side to side in the waves. Come on back center. This is the boat. Rocking gently in the waves. Do you feel how your hip flexors are working? They might be fatigued. Come on up. Round it over. Find your butterfly. Relax your body. Do you like to have your blocks out here to relax your body out? Your body, your way. Breathe into me. And we'll come up and do one more traditional boat. Again, we start slumped over your desk. Like you were taking a little nap on your desk. When you come up, leave that rounded back. Your neck is now neutral and up tall. It's not back here all tight. It's right here. There you go. Plant your anchor. The more traditional boat says, oh, right there, do you feel your abs engage? That might be your boat. Maybe you pick up a bent leg or two. Maybe you hold on. Rounded, you have not straightened that back, relaxed neck. Do you want your oars to be right out tall and right in the air? Do you want your arms and legs out? Did you play with it? Okay, look what happens for me. Here I am, I'm good. When I let go, my oars drop. Body acceptance. Give your body what you want and come on down. I'm going to do one last rest and one last expression of your boat, your way. Did you try a few? I'm going to feel into my body and see which was the one that I liked best. Breathing, your boat, your way. I do one hand hold on because I'm intending for my legs not to sink at some point. So we've just taken a moment for each person to do their boat their way. And we relax one final time into your butterfly. That was so nice. Don't your hip flexors want a little stretch? Here's our last asana. The lizard. So here we have, I don't mean the last asana for the whole practice. I mean before we just stretch and relax. When a muscle stretches, find your table with me. It may stretch actively or it may stretch passively. Both are valuable. The lizard is a hamstring stretch that is active because we're up here and we're holding our body weight. So here's my lizard. I'm going to do this side that shows the hamstrings. I don't mean hamstring, I mean hip flexor stretch. Here's the table for a little diagonal view. I just put my weight on the other knee and see, could I set my foot on the ground? It was okay. Can I get my foot closer to my hand? It's okay. So I have found my foot wherever it wants to be. Do you want to stop right there? If you're stopping right there, you're stretching many, many valuable things. But if you want this hip flexor to stretch in whatever way you can, either slide the back foot forward or walk your front self a little, and instead of your butt up in the air, let your butt drop a little. And here you have a lovely lizard up tall. Do you like staying up tall? Would you like to give your wrists a break? Well, what you could do is put your arms on a block. Breathing. Your hands, don't let them be limp. Let your fingertips touch each other. Get a lovely stretch. Your lizard, your way. Take your time, feel into it, and as your tush sinks, your hip flexor, though active, is stretching. Beautiful. Whenever you're ready, you find yourself back to your table. I gotta tell you, I am really liking my blocks for this. Play with it and give yourself what you need. Here we are on the other side. First I just see, oh, does that feel okay? Yeah, it does. Well, you might stay right there. Maybe you stay right here. Maybe you're all the way up here and you have begun a little lean forward, lowering your hip. Each person their way. Oh, I can see some of you. You guys do look fabulous. Play with it. Do you want to stay up tall like this on your arms? Does your body say, oh, maybe I'll play with going down a little? Everybody's different. Your lizard, your way. Breathing. This knee should be behind the toe. You don't want your knee over your toe. It's challenging to some of your joints. Breathing. Again, we have an active hip flexor stretch with your lizard. When you're ready, you push back up into your table. You don't have to do it gracefully. Just find your table, your way. And now happiness is about to descend upon you. First, a few cat-cows to relax your back. And then lay yourself down and have whatever you use for your pillow ready, because we're heading for the hip flexor stretch on your side. This is a passive hip flexor stretch. We're heading to the fetal position or the neutral position. I use a block under my head so that this shoulder doesn't get squished with too much body weight on it. Also, it gives me a nice straight spine. And there you are in the neutral position. Breathe and be a moment. When my hand comes forward and is supported, I'm able to keep my shoulders stacked. My leg comes long, top leg long, side of the leg just come on down. Now I know everybody in practice live today, the side of your foot does hit the ground. Mine doesn't. I have a tight iliacus, so I just breathe into it and intend. If yours is already there, breathe into it and appreciate your flexible iliacus. Keep the side of your foot right on the ground and slide back. Long leg. Diane, you want to bend your leg. Don't let it happen. Keep it long. It can be unlocked. And you get this beautiful psoas stretch. Okay, it's really where the iliacus and psoas come together, the iliopsoas stretch. Relax your neck. Breathe into it. Now listen to your body and bend that knee of the back leg if you choose. That's not available to me these days, not only because the wall is there, but because it's not a good thing for my knee that awaits replacement. Breathing, being. The quadricep is stretching if you've bent that knee. All right, I'll see if I can come away from the wall and intend to do a little. No, my body says. Customize. Your psoas says, thank you so much. I'm going to take my pillow away and just roll onto my back. When I get there, I just have to have a few pelvic tilts just to release my spine. So I have tilting side to side like windshield wipers on my legs. Leave your feet on the ground, relax. Pelvic tilt. Rock your pelvis. Windshield wipers, roll your pelvis. Rock your pelvis. This is lovely to do at night at the end of the day. Find your pillow and let's do the other side for the psoas stretch. First, you found your neutral or fetal position. Stretch your arm out, give it a little reach and keep your shoulders lovely stacked. This shoulder might actually come a little forward if you want. Long leg. Bottom leg is bent out of the way so the long leg can fall down to the ground. The leg's not in front of you, it's not behind you, it's straight down. You may or may not feel up under your hip bone a little stretching, but even if you can't feel it, your iliacus is stretching as I have never found any other way to stretch the iliacus than this. If you know one, please text me a link to it. Breathe and be with that iliacus stretch. Now keep the leg long and unlocked and slide it back. Slide it back, and there you are. This is the passive psoas stretch. Lunges and lizards are an active psoas stretch, which is nice, but we must have a passive psoas stretch in most of our days in order to balance out all the walking and sitting that constantly contract the hip flexors. Stretching out these hip flexors is part of balance of the muscles in the body. It's good for, of all things, your hamstrings. Breathing. Now, what about this leg? Keep the knee back and give the leg a little bend. Oh, it wants to pop up. Drop it down. I'm sorry, I forgot to say that on the other side because I didn't feel it. There it is. Drop the knee relaxed. Breathing. Being. Exhaling. So many places stretching in the shoulder, the upper back, side of the ribs, groin, front of the thigh. Enjoy and be. When you're ready, roll right onto your back. And if you have a yoga strap or a ribbon or a belt off of your robe, tie it in a circle or make it whatever way works for you to do a point and flex. Here's one option. Just cross your ankle and do a point and flex. When we rotate, if you are in this position, you would just rotate as if the foot was heading in the direction of the ground. If you have picked that leg up in whatever way you do and put the ribbon upon the heel, don't squish your delicate little arch, and you pull down. By the way, this is giving me stress in my hands, so I'm going to put my opposite, nope, same, forearm, not the wrist, not the bend of the elbow, but right here in the fuller part of your forearm. And look how you can give yourself a lovely stretch. Ribbon on the heel and forearm. You can link and pull with a breath and relax. Now to do the rotation, find the opposite hand gets hold of the ribbon. I move my hip, my tush over a little, flex my foot, and roll across with great care. Because bottom leg, do you want it curled up? Or bottom leg, do you want it long down? Listen to your body, make a choice. This arm as near on the ground as your body will allow. This shoulder intending toward the mat. Now I'm kind of hovering here between. My shoulder is on the ground, but with a little less weight. My leg is rotated. I happen to know from before the pandemic when I saw you in class, about half the people in class today can put their arm, shoulder, and foot on the ground. Everybody's a good body. Enjoy your stretch your way and say thank you to your body. Here's the chest wall, ribs, tensor, fasciolate, low back, so many muscles I couldn't name them. Every vertebrae of your spine rotated with respect to the one above and below. Did you hang here long enough? Hit pause on your video if you want to hang here longer. Whenever you're ready to come up, put your foot on your knee, fold your hand to your chest, and roll up with a pelvic tilt and care, and prepare for the other side. I'm just getting a little more room away from the wall. Did you want just your foot? Breathe and enjoy your point and flex, and then rotate your foot toward the ground while this arm hangs out. Did you use your yoga strap or a ribbon? Same arm in the flesh of the forearm. Pull up and enjoy your point and flex your way. The hamstring and the low back stretching, lovely. Alrighty, now the opposite hand gets the ribbon. This shoulder melts into the ground, and let your leg roll over. Listening to your body. How far do you go? I don't know. Your body knows. Be with it and breathe. Do you want to stay here longer? Pause your video and stay as long as you want. Whenever it's the right time for you to come back, place your foot on your knee, your hand on your chest, pelvic tilt, and come up carefully. Do you like Javasana rolled over with your face down? If so, be my guest. Do you use blocks to support your forehead or your shoulders if you need to leave room for big girls? Do you like your Javasana on your back? Yes, I'm wiggling around here. This is me just relaxing my spine. I do a few pelvic tilts in different ways. Roll my shoulder blades down my back. Relax your arms any place they like. Many people, the arms go right down next to you. Mine like to relax to the side. Where are yours? Flex your feet, let your little heels rest on the mat, and then when you relax and relax, kind of let that little heel pulls your leg down a little. Now while you're in Javasana, I want to reiterate a concept for you. I started out saying we were going to level the pelvis. One of the major reasons to level the pelvis is so that your hamstrings can loosen up. In order for the pelvic girdle to be level, you need a strong core. That's why we did so many things to strengthen rectus abdominis, obliques, transverse. One of the things that happens with the hamstrings, sitting all day can cause your glutes to not fire as much, to not be as toned and strong. When your glutes weaken, your hamstrings take over some of their work and get tighter and tighter. So we worked on strengthening your glutes so your hamstrings can do the work of bending your knee instead of the work of holding up your whole body. Breathing. Toned core, toned glutes levels the pelvis, relaxes the hamstrings, and lets them do the work they're supposed to do. That was the thread that ran throughout our whole practice. So in your daily life, how do you make that happen? Practice your mountain when you're standing in line. Feel your pelvic tilt that engages your glutes. Feel your sternum lift that engages your abs. Relax your shoulders down and say thank you to your body when you're standing in line, when you're standing in front of the sink, when you're at your standing desk. Mountainize it, and your hamstrings will say thank you. Now let's have some Javasana with just breath and relax. Proprioception, move a little and feel your neck relaxed, your core relaxed. Your breath, do you want to close your lips? I had to move my legs a little and feel them relax. My tender shoulder hurts when my arm relaxes, so I'm actually, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I think I'm going to have to hold it up here. Now I can relax. So I'm just role modeling. If you've got some idiosyncrasy you need to pay attention to, really feel entitled. That's what my shoulder wanted. To adjust your environment. Javasana your way, even with props under your knees, under an elbow, wherever you need. Are you breathing? Now you have an executive decision. I will close the practice with verbal instructions whether you want to arise and come to sitting or you want to stay right here in your Javasana. Your choice. Perceive yourself. Think of what's best for you and choose for yourself. I'm gradually coming to sitting, which is apparently easier said than done. If you're laying down, feel your body and say thank you. If you're sitting up, are you in an easy seat? Are you in legs folded into a butterfly? Are you in a V? Make it yours. Are you in a staff? I don't know. Are you up against the wall? Release, relax the neck. Up against the wall, you're up tall. Release, relax the body. If you're flexible enough to tip your pelvic girdle forward, the goal is to relax in your seat, but keep the pelvic girdle tipped. That's why the wall might help. or big pillow under your tush. Breathing. I feel a butterfly coming on. Whether you're laying down or sitting, let your arms outstretched down toward your hips, toward your body, and say thank you to your body for all that it does for you. It is the place that we live. Hands over heart center in self-care hands or prayer hands. Choose it. Thank whoever, whatever it is you believe in. With a breath. Outstretch your hands in whatever way is right for you and your shoulders. Pat yourself on the back or the chest or the head and say thank you to yourself for your fabulous self-care. And taking time for your practice, find your hands over heart center in whatever way is good for your wrists. Do you want the bend of 90 degrees? Do you want a flat wrist with a finger press? Feel what's best for you. And as I open my eyes and I see you there on screen when you're in class, and in my mind's eye, for those who I know watch on YouTube, I want you to know that the light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Relax forward any way you want. Stay there as long as you want. The head, the neck, the back, the legs, relax the arms. Namaste is both a greeting for the day and a greeting for those other people in your life. So namaste to you and namaste to each our own day. Do you want to continue with your laying Javasana? Do you like to stay seated right where you are? Are you going to find your way up so that you might move on with your day? You know I always say thank you because practicing with you is what I have learned I need in order to do the practice. I wish you know yourself and give yourself what you need in order to do the practice. Is it other people? Is it a nice little area in your house? Be well. I have no glasses, so I have to find the button there.